What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another live, live stream. Oh, let's start it back over. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another weekly analysis live stream. Here we go. Stocks/futures. Today is Sunday, April 26, 2026. We're going to do our analysis for the week of April 27th through May 1st. Okay, through May 1st. So pretty much, like y'all know, it's the last week of the month. So we definitely expect the market to have some type of movement if it didn't already reach its specific levels. So it should be an interesting week, and we got some decent news. Um, so we finna get into it, but let me make sure the stream is having the correct audio first before I continue forward. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. All right. First thing first, of course, we don't have the camera on today. Just I ain't braid my hair, I ain't put my do rag on. We just was chilling today, so I said no camera tonight, no camera tonight. All right. Um, yeah, we're finna get into it though. First thing first, y'all know we're gonna go over our economic calendar. Then we're gonna go over the earnings report, and then we will jump into the charts. Okay. All right. So let's go and get into it. Economic calendar. If you want to know where I get my economic calendar from, I use investing.com. I put it on 3-star news only, United States news only, because we only want the high impact news during the times that we're going to trade. So yeah, that is why you might see our economic calendar look a little shorter than most, because we only put on that 3-star high impact news. Okay, and that is investing.com once again if you want to know. All right. First thing first, starting off this week, looks like Monday we don't really have any high impact news. So probably just a regular Monday. Y'all know how Mondays be is the market is opening up for the week. It can either be slow starting off or it can try to shoot pretty quick. Usually Mondays we might see a gap on that day, either gapping up or down. I'm not too sure. I haven't looked at the charts yet. But usually Mondays can go either way. So no news on Monday. I'm not really expecting too much, but you never know. Okay. Then we come into Tuesday, April 28th. We got consumer confidence at 9 a.m. That is when market is open. So we will be on looking out for that at 9 a.m. Other than that, Tuesday should be pretty smooth sailing. Regular Tuesday as normal. So yeah, other than the 9 a.m., we should be pretty much good for Tuesday. Then we're going to Wednesday, April 29th, 2026. We got 7:30 durable goods. Let me make sure y'all can see. Yeah, I think y'all can see. Let me go. Yeah, we got durable goods at 7:30. 9:30 crude oil. Y'all know how I feel about crude oil. It's a hit or miss. You don't really intimidate me, honestly. Then at 1, okay, this is where it get interesting. At 1 p.m., we have Fed interest rate decision, FOMC statements, my bad, and then at 1:30 FOMC press conference. Okay, huge news, especially it's on Wednesday. Y'all know how we feel about Wednesdays already. We feel like Wednesdays usually tend to be that reversal day. Um, so we definitely expect some volatility on Wednesday coming to that 1 to 1:30 time frame. Honestly, Wednesday I'm gonna say be a little bit more cautious on Wednesday. Be more precautious on Wednesday because you got a couple things that can really move the market, and we're sitting at them all-time highs. So definitely be on the lookout on Wednesday. Okay. Then we go into Thursday, April 30th, the last day of the month, last day of April. So already we're expecting market to, if the candles and the charts not where they're supposed to be at, it should try to push and rush to it on this day, since it's the last day of the month. If that monthly candle wanted to be green and it's red, it push all the way green probably. It was red and wanted to push um if it's green and want to push red, it'll push it all the way down. So um be on the lookout for it, just it being the last day of the month. Um then news wise, economic calendar wise, we got 7:30 GDP, 7:30 core PCE, and then initial jobless claims at 7:30, and then 8:45 PMI. All of those uh events at 7:30, the GDP, core PCE, and initial jobs claims are very important. But it is pre-market before we get on the charts, so not too worried about it. As long as if we're holding options, then yeah, we'd be a little bit. Hey, hopefully we can make it through it. But if we're taking future trades, we're not touching the charts till 8:30, so we might see volatility right when 8:30 open up, and then of course we got PMI at 8:45, so it will also bring some more volatility. But after that, like 9:30, you should be pretty smooth sailing on Thursday. Okay, I'm not too worried for Thursday either. Wednesday so far looking like the more troublesome day. Um, Friday, May 1st, 8:45 PMI, 9 a.m. PMI, and ISM at 9 a.m. also. So all the news is pretty early in the morning. It is when market opens, so we may have to be patient before getting to a trade, or may have to go a little bit lighter on positions if we're not 100% sure on the trade. Okay, and it's the first day of the month, May 1st, so we definitely will be, playing it carefully on Friday. But like I said, to me, probably I'll say Monday probably gonna be a tricky day. I say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is them tricky days. Really, Monday and Wednesday the main two I'm gonna have to watch out for. Okay. All right, that's the economic calendar. Let's get into the earnings for this week. Earnings for this week. Give me 1 second. Is this last? Hold up. 1 second. Why it seem familiar? Why I feel like I just seen these earnings? Is time really moving that fast that the earnings coming back like around that quick? I feel like I just seen these earnings. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me make sure I'm not tripping over here. I literally feel like we just seen Meta earnings and stuff like not that long ago, y'all. Like that's crazy. Give me 1 second. Just make sure I'm not. I guess. Yes, sir. I don't know. I don't know why I feel like we just seen those earnings not too long ago. Well, let's just go and roll with it then. It is what it is. It just looks a little weird. All right. Going for this week, we got clearly a huge earnings week. Huge earnings week. First to start off Monday, we got Monday don't look too scary. Before the open, we got Verizon, we got Domino's. Really that's it. Before the open, after the close, I don't really see nothing too interesting that I want to check out on the earnings report for Monday. Tuesday, going into Tuesday. Before the opening, we got UPS, Spotify, Coca-Cola, BP, um, Ecolab, GM, Hilton. We got some decent names on Tuesday before open. Really, the main one probably Spotify, UPS, Coca-Cola, the main ones. After the close, we got Robinhood, um, Visa. I don't really trade that, but Visa, in phase, that's probably it. Really, the only one after the close on Tuesday, probably Robinhood. I might look at. Wednesday, going into Wednesday, we got SoFi. I definitely will be checking out that. Before the open, maybe Humana, maybe. I really don't check that out. I think they do like bi-weekly contracts. I think I'm not too sure. And then after the close, this is where it get interesting. This is where the big dogs come through. Wednesday after the close, and now also remember this is where at that 1 to 1:30, that's where we got the FOMC meetings and everything. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna be honest, taking these earnings this week probably gonna be a little gamble, man. Probably gonna be a little gamble, but it probably can be a big movement though. But we got Microsoft after the close, big dog. Amazon after the close, another big dog. Meta after the close, another big dog. Google after the close. Uh, Qualcomm, Chipotle, Ford. Man, like all of those, just them what, 6 names right there, 6, 7 names right there. All nice, 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 heavy movers in the market. So any one of those will be fun to try to play the earnings on. Thursday before the opening, we got Caterpillar, we got Lilly, Mastercard, and then pretty much that's it. After the close, we got Apple, SanDisk. Um, Really, that's it for me. What I like to see, and then Friday to close out the month, or start the new month, we got Chevron, Exxon. I think that's it. Yeah, all right. Friday. Oh, my bad. I might need to move it over for Friday. My bad, y'all. Move it. Can I do this? Yeah, there we go. Friday, not too crazy, but for me, earnings this week, biggest ones I'm looking for that I probably say decent that I might want to try to trade. Maybe Spotify. I'm gonna say Spotify. Maybe SoFi. Definitely, I want to see Microsoft, Amazon. I don't really like trading Amazon, so maybe not Amazon, but I'm still gonna check it out because it's still a big dog. Microsoft, Amazon, met all these right here. I'm definitely gonna check out these charts right here, all the way down to here. Okay, so Qualcomm, Google, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, main ones to watch for me. Caterpillar, I don't really trade. I know a couple people that trade it. Lilly, I do trade Lilly, so maybe I look at Lilly. Apple, I don't really trade it. I like it better than Amazon, but I don't really trade those two because I just don't be having the best of luck with them two. Um, but I might look at Apple though. I ain't looking at Apple in some months, but those are the main watches for me. Really, once Wednesday close come, everything after that I like. So, all right, let's get into these charts. Now, let's first go check out these stocks or SPY. Y'all know SPY. Go check them out real quick. What the world? Oh, there you go. We probably got to clean these charts up because I did not clean my charts up before I got on the stream. So it might be a little longer stream than normal. I'm sorry if it is. And if you're watching on YouTube, longer video than normal. Because I am recording this and posting it. Oh, excuse me, as a video. All right. First thing first, let's go check out this monthly since we're finna end the month this week. Looking at the month, so we got higher high, lower low, higher high, low, higher high, lower low again, higher high. If we close green, especially if we close past this high at 695.94, I will be looking for us to continue going higher and possibly trying to go up to the 720s, 730s, possibly. As of now, look at that monthly. We broke the uptrend right here. Previous month broke the uptrend, but it refused to make the downtrend. We end up making a higher high. Now, it's not overall, yes, it's an uptrend. Overall, it's an uptrend. But looking at this most recent section, we got a lower low with a higher high. Not no type of trend set. Okay, so we pretty much could be getting ready to consolidate, especially if the next month turns red or the next month closes green, but failed to close past previous high. We could be consolidating and start ranging in between this candle low, this previous month low at 629, all the way up to whatever the high be. Okay, we can be ranging. We can start consolidating because we don't have a trend right here on this most recent section. So be on the lookout for that in case we range. Next month close red, or if we don't close past this previous month high. So if the May month don't close past April high, could be seeing us ranging between, like we said, at least down to this counter body, which is 650, down to 650 and up to potentially 710 area. So that's a big decent range. Could see it ranging in between there. Okay, be on the lookout for that. Biggest thing I'm gonna try to watch for next month is, do we just keep base above this previous high, above 695.94? Do we start building base above to keep going higher? That's the thing. Okay, going down to the weekly, looking at the weekly, we broke that downtrend we had. We had low, high, lower, low. We broke it, made a higher high. All we're looking for now is what? A new higher low. Just looking for a pullback. We need a pullback to come, make a new higher high. It'll be a full-fledged uptrend. We should be pushing higher. Okay, so pretty much this is kind of tricky. One, we're at all-time highs. Two, we just broke a downtrend. And three, we haven't made our new higher low yet. So it is tricky here because one red week can literally bring us all the way back down if this market is not trying to make an uptrend. It can literally bring us all the way back down, So gotta be careful when we finally get that first red week. Gotta be careful, okay? Because we gotta see how far down the market want to go. Does it want to push all the way back down and make a new lower low? Continue to drop. Do we want to push down just enough to make a new higher low? Do we want to push down to just start consolidating? We got to see. So biggest thing we're keeping an eye on is when we make our first red weekly candle, okay? Because that's going to really start revealing the story for us, okay? What this market wants to do. All we know now is it just broke the downtrend. It's not an uptrend. It's not a downtrend. It just broke the downtrend. But the bulls are in control, okay? Because we just made a higher high. Okay, so we do still look for longs. We just play it softly and lightly because we don't know when that first red candle come and how big it's gonna be. All right, going down to the daily. This is where we do our drawings and everything. Looking at that daily, we start forming this uptrend: higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. This is where we broke the previous highs. So on Wednesday is when we finally broke the previous high. We ended up pushing higher, making a higher high. Then we finally pulled back, made a low, made a high, made a lower low with a lower high. So it made a downtrend here, but it failed to close below that previous low. So what did that mean? It's going to do some type of pullback. Well, what happened? The very pullback we did ended up breaking that downtrend that we created. Okay. So at this point, the market is kind of indecisive. It don't know if it want to keep going bullish. Don't know if it want to get ready to go bearish. Okay. So like I said, we got to be careful. We're at all-time highs. The market is indecisive. We got to be on the lookout. As of now, it did close green. We did close past previous high, showing signs of continuation. We will be looking for this low here at 702.28 to be our anchor. We want to see market stay above this area if we want to stay bullish. Once it breaks that low, we got to completely forget our bullish bias, okay? So we're going to mark that out. Let's remove this hourly line. We're going to use a red. Mark out that low. We want to see market stay above the 702.28 level. Okay. What are we gonna type? We're gonna type something. We're gonna say be neutral. Oh no, we want to say well we ain't got to tighten that. We ain't got to tighten that because I don't want to have them words in the way. But we're gonna set alert. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set alert if it crosses. We just needed a cross. We don't need no bar close. So just cross once. We only need one time. We don't need no per bar. Okay, just crossing. Did we put down? Let me make sure I put crossing down. Crossing down. Okay. Cause I used to put words on my screen, but it started getting too cluttered when I got multiple lines, so I stopped putting the words on it. But that's the biggest thing. We're watching at 702.28 low. We want to see markets stay above here. And any loan opportunities we get above this 702 level, we're gonna be looking to take them. Okay, we're gonna look to take them loans. All right. Give me 1 second. Let's hide the drawings for a second. So like we said, previous day closed green, higher high. Kind of want to see, can we build base above these previous highs of the 712.39? Okay, do we start building uptrend above there? Retest these highs here and see if we can keep pushing. Okay, drop it down to that hourly. Do we want to drop down to that? We just look at the hourly. We just look at the hourly. Look at the hourly. So I could delete these levels down here below, because my biggest level is at 702. I'm not really looking at nothing down there until we get down there. Looking at the hourly, we got an hourly gap here, hourly gap there. Look like we got one up top too. Let's mark that one out. Mark this hourly gap out right here. I can delete this because our daily target is the previous high. Okay. Alright, looking at that hourly, we got high, low, higher high. So this is the same level we got for the daily. 702.28 is the main level we're watching. Last solidify for the hourly is sitting here at 712.72. We're gonna watch and see if we can stay above here, keep this uptrend going. Let me see, what's this high? Is 714.46, 714.47. So it did make a higher high. So actually, I could move it up to here. Okay, 712.95. All right. Like we said, we looking for them longs. Maybe if the market wants to, it could come retest any of these hourly gaps, but biggest level we're watching out for is at 702.28 level. Okay, we want loans as long as we stay above there. Okay, we're bullish above there. Going to QQQ. Yeah, this is where we got to delete a lot of this stuff. This is, like I said, y'all clearly can see which stocks I be actually trading, because I have a ton of drawings on them. And we took QQQ on Friday. We took them dang loans. Oh my goodness. When I tell y'all we got paid on them loans. And it was after stream to build, because before stream, when stream happened, we actually was down on the day. And then we still stay with our loans. And what happened, man? We ended up turning around to a green day. Alright. Looking at this monthly. Let's hide these drawings real quick. We got high, low. Is that higher high, lower low? So switch back bearish. But then we came right back and made a higher high. Okay. Really big key level we're trying to see markets stay above is this red candle low at 555.60. As long as we can close past this high, these previous highs, I will expect us to potentially keep pushing higher. Probably possibly see a slight pullback, but then once it turns bullish, we want to catch them lows to go back and retest them highs. If it just goes straight out, like say the new month coming, we go straight up, then it's gonna be a little more trickier to get in loans because it never did a pullback. So still can get in the loans, but it will be trickier. Okay. Looking at the weekly kind of look like SPY. We broke this downtrend, pushed all the way up. We don't have no pullback yet. So, like I said, you got to be careful with these loans. because we're at all-time highs. We just made new higher high. Don't got no pullback for the new higher low. So even when what I've used to say, market does what? It makes, let's take this off. It makes high, low, higher high. We gotta have some type of pullback, man. After making a higher high, it got to do some type of pullback. So we gotta be on the lookout for that. So we watching out for the first red week candle. Okay? Because once we get that first red weekly candle, I'm probably gonna be only looking for either shorts or scalping longs. Because I don't want to go long when we get our first red weekly candle. Gotta wait till we flip back green and show that we want to make an uptrend. Alright, going to the daily. Daily, we got high, low, higher, low, high. So this is still full-fledged uptrend on QQQ daily. We got an uptrend, okay? So we're good. We just made a new higher high, so we're looking for what? Potentially a new higher low. But actually, let me take that back. We're not looking for higher low just yet. We got a green candle. Once we get a red candle, then we look for potentially a new higher low. So green candle is just, hey, we still gonna be looking for these longs, okay? Still looking for these longs because it never turned red yet, okay? Okay, biggest thing we're gonna do is keep these longs. We want to see market stay above this previous red candle low at 645.52. So we're gonna look for longs to stay above there. As long as we can stay above that level, we like looking for these long opportunities. Okay, so let's go and mark that out. I don't know why we got this red candle here. I mean red line here. Mark this low out. Okay, we want to see market stay above this level. So we're gonna set alert, crossing down only once. We don't really need multiple times. Okay, we can delete these down here just to clean the charts up because we're only focusing on longs until we get below there. And we'll update the chart then. Okay. Target is previous high. Okay. Pretty much that's what we look for. Look for long opportunities. If we end up, like I said, we end up pushing above these highs, then maybe we'll look for scalps, like light longs to the upside. We really will rather see us push down than try to go back up to give us a better trade. But if we just push straight up, to go lighter than we normally would and take longs, okay? Pretty much that's it. Let's look at the hourly real quick. Hourly, we got high, low, higher, low, high. Okay, let's mark that out. Mark that out right quick. Got some gaps here. Okay. Mark a couple of these out real quick. Then we got higher high. We don't got a new higher low yet. Okay. So we're sitting. This is the last higher low, so we kind of want to see it stay above 656.53. Okay. All right. Now let's go check out this dang MYM and MQ. All right, these will give us a little bit more insight of what the market want to do because it's they're open on Sundays, so it kind of give us a little bit of insight, not a lot because it can do a lot. It can move a lot overnight, so it just give us a little bit of insight. All right, looking at NYM, let's go over to the monthly first. Looking at that monthly NYM monthly. Come on now, what is all this? We gonna have to turn those off in a second. We got high, low, higher, high, low. It's gonna be a green month potentially. I'm expecting us to go back to all-time highs on NYM. We in the uptrend, didn't make a lower low. I'm expecting us to come all the way back up. Yep, I'm expecting us to come all the way back up to the highs. Yeah, that's what it's looking like to me. Go all the way back up. I don't know why Top Step not showing the data for further back. Because if I look at TradingView, I got data all the way back. But I don't know. Somebody know, let me know in the comments why it's doing that. Yeah, it's looking pretty. Hold up, give me 1 second. My what that said I'm about to say my what's the name looked different, but we just turned it off. Use unsettled as close on daily interval. Use settlement as close. I don't know what they mean by that. Cause I was looking at my trading view chart compared to my top step, and it was looking different at first because I had this on. Yeah, and it did make a lower low here. But if I look at it, when I turn this use settlement thing off, it don't have a lower low. So I don't know which one I should go by. Don't know which one I should go by, but hey, we're gonna treat it like what Top Step talking about. Okay. But looking at it, it look like we're gonna keep pushing higher to me. Okay. If we close green. The anchor will be looking to stay above. As long as we stay above this previous red candle low on the monthly at 45,051, we should be good for looking for them longs. Okay. Whenever we see uptrend opportunities. Going to the daily. Or actually go to the weekly. My bad. Going to that weekly. Weekly, we in the downtrend. Okay, so now this kind of got me a little iffy. Okay, weekly, we got low, high, lower, low, downtrend. This could just be the pullback, y'all. So we got to be careful. This could just be the pullback to end up letting us drop back down real hard. Okay, so if this week turn red, I'm gonna tell y'all now, I'm looking for shorts all the way back down to the lows. If we end up closing red on this week, um, potentially all the way back down to the low. Cause I do see gaps here that can stop us, but man, we're in a tricky spot. This market gonna have to start making a decision. We got low, high, lower, low. We pushing up, making highs. Are we gonna break this lower high? That's the question. Are we gonna break this lower high? So it's tricky right here. Really, really tricky right here. But it did close green for the previous week. And we still technically should be looking to go higher. But I seen that we had broke that previous candle high, failed to close above. That tells us what? Some type of pullback had to happen. Some type of pullback before trying to come back up and retest the high again. So gonna have to be careful here, y'all. Gonna have to be careful. Going to that daily, because the monthly looking like it's bullish, the weekly looking bearish. The daily looks high, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. But then we made a lower, low, lower, high. Indecisive on the daily also. And we're forming a triangle also. So definitely gotta be careful here, y'all. Gotta be careful here. Honestly, and it's a big consolidation area too, right here. It's in a downtrend on these daily, but that weekly was bullish. Honestly, I'm probably gonna stay away from NYM for a second, y'all. Probably gonna stay away from NYM. If I do trade it, it had to be on lower time frames. But looking at NYM, because I really don't want to play the shorts, but it's in a downtrend right here. But I really don't want to play the shorts. I think I'm more focused on scalping it, like literally just taking it to certain levels. Like I said, we got low, high, lower, low, potentially new lower high. If this data kind of close red, I'm gonna be looking to take it just straight back to these lows. If it closed green, I'm gonna wait on it, see if we end up coming back up, making higher highs, eventually switching to an uptrend. Then I'll take longs. Okay. So if it closed red, we'll take the shorts. If it don't close red, we just gonna have to probably wait like 2-3 days before we actually. We'll wait until it make an uptrend. So either take this high and then that make this a higher low, or they start building a high, low, higher high. Okay. So really, what we looking for, like we said, red candle, we taking the shorts just down to this previous low. That's it. If we don't close red tomorrow, then we not gonna touch it. Okay, and just keep it simple as that. Cause I really don't. It's iffy. It's a tricky spot. Where is it? Okay, and it's just banging between these daily gaps too. So tricky spot. But the key levels I'm watching, of course, 50,445. I mean 50,045. My bad. And this low here at 48,482. Those are the main two ranges I'm watching. Um, yeah, those are the main two ranges I'm watching. And then I'm watching at 49,037. But like I said, if it closes red, we'll take the shorts down to that low, and we're good. If it don't close red and it close green, we're gonna let the market try to play out. Hold up, let it try to play out, see if it want to make an uptrend. Then we'll take it to them highs. Or if it just straight push straight up to these, if it push straight up to this high and close past, we'll wait on a retest and then take it up to another high. Okay, so probably at 50,280. Okay, so that is the game plan for NYM. It's not the best looking chart, but it got some potential. You just gotta play it light. Look at that MNQ. MNQ should be looking just like the QQQ chart or somewhat close to it. Got higher high on the monthly. We just broke a downtrend. What the heck? We're gonna turn these off. We broke the downtrend. We had low high, lower low, but then boom, broke, made a higher high. Do we close past is the question. Do we close past this previous high? Okay. Wednesday gonna determine that with all that dang news we got Wednesday. It's gonna determine it. So we're gonna have to watch and see. But if we close past the high, I will expect us to go higher. You just gotta wait on some type of pullback and try to get in. Alright, going to the daily. We got high, low, higher, high. Oh, my bad. I'm supposed to go to the weekly first. I keep forgetting to go to the weekly. Weekly, look the exact same as everybody else chart. Made a higher high, don't got our pullback yet. So we got to be careful whenever it does its first pullback. Going to the daily, we got high, low, higher, high. Look for our trade to continue to go higher. We had a green candle. We expect this high to get retested. And it already did it. So it kind of technically already did its job. So tomorrow it really could go sideways. It can come all the way back down. It already did its job. It already retested the previous candle high. So it's tricky. I would have rather seen us just pull back and just sit down here overnight so I could take it back up to the high. But it is what it is. You know, it's okay. Still will look for a long. We just have to wait on some type of pullback first and try to take longs, okay? We want to see everything stay above this red candle low. So 26,680. Okay, and other than that, that's it. We do got daily gap here. I'm gonna mark that out. We got daily gap. I'll mark that out in case we close green and get some red counts to come retest it. Okay. Alright, that's pretty much it for those. Really ain't too interesting. Really not too interesting. Okay. So now let's go look at these stocks real quick and then we're gonna call it a day. Dang, y'all here. I ain't even have my pictures up. Alright, or my chart up. Alright. Look at a couple of these stocks real quick. We're gonna do a quick brief over them. We ain't gonna do nothing too crazy. Looking at Meta Monthly. Let's remove these alerts. Meta Monthly, we got downtrend, low, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, potentially lower, high. But we don't know because we need a red counter. Once a red monthly counter comes, I'm definitely taking on shorts again on these on Meta. If it don't close red, I'm waiting on it to break this high here at what's the high? 743.36. Break that high, then I can be neutral until we make a trend, okay? Alright, that's pretty much it. We could set the alert down here. And I'm thinking option wise, y'all, I think I'm starting to become more of a swing trader. Like I still day trade because I day trade like QQ and SPY because I'm, doing my futures. I'm like, if I'm going long in MNQ, I'm gonna go long in QQQ. But stocks wise, I think I'm more turning to a swing trader because I've been buying these stocks and holding them for like a week or so, or almost a whole week, I'll say. I think I'm slowly becoming a swing trader, man. Looking at this weekly, we broke this downtrend here, but we got to see if we gonna make it. Oh, it did get a red weekly candle. Hold up, y'all. We just got the red weekly candle. This is interesting for Meta. We could potentially be setting up this uptrend. Okay. Um, or we can be coming all the way back down to keep the downtrend going. This is interesting. I really don't, man. I'm glad we came and checked this out. So we got higher high. We got some type of low. We don't know what type of low. It's gonna be a higher low or lower low. So I'm about to set this alert. It break this high here. It break this high here. I'm looking for it to build base above here. I'm taking it all the way up to 740s. I'm telling y'all. What is it? 691? Yeah, I'm looking to go to 740s. Wow. I definitely want to see what this is gonna do. This is interesting. I did not know it made it. Okay. Then we just made a higher high here. We did fail to close above, but we did break the downtrend. It's interesting. If we end up closing above this high, I might grab a light long. We close above like 680. We close above there, I might grab a light long, see if we can build that base above at 690 and push us up to 743. That will be interesting. Oh, snap. Let me delete all these drawings. I don't really need all the drawings. I just need this. This is interesting. Do we close above? I'm gonna say now I will put some words on here. Look for a long. Okay. Only a close above. I don't really care about crossing. We need a close above. Look. Once per bar close. Okay. That's only if I want to go long. Being bearish, you just gotta make a downtrend again for me. That's it. Ooh, this potentially could be a nice play, man. Cause we break, we start building base above there. My stop should be like here. Looking going up there, okay. Yeah, that one, I'm liking meta. I'm liking meta, y'all. I'm liking meta. All right, let's go check out. Nvidia didn't have earnings this week, but we still can look at it real quick. We got high, low, high, lower, low. So downtrend, but then it broke it. Do it close past is the question, and do it push up to this new all-time high? Cause it broke it. It's just, is it gonna break to the all-time high? Nvidia, I think I got some time to wait on that one. I think we can at least wait on one more month. Cause it already did a hard push. We probably can wait a little bit on that. Yeah, the weekly don't. The weekly is just all greens. Yeah, we just wait on that one. Let's see if CrowdStrike weekly got a red. CrowdStrike weekly, we got higher high, low, high, low, higher high. Okay, so it did make an uptrend here. So it's in an uptrend on the weekly. Let's remove these drawings. Yellow, because this is a weekly. Let's put a W. Or we could just type it. Weekly. Alright, let's look at the daily real quick. Actually, let me go back to the monthly. I ain't even look at the monthly. Monthly closed green. So it told us we was looking for some type of high. It kept going higher. That's a monthly high. Oh, it's one gap. Okay, it is one gap here. It's a monthly gap. It retested it. All it needs is one red month, and potentially it's gonna come all the way back down. It's that monthly gap. So we retest the monthly gap. Got high, low, higher, high, potentially higher, low. Gotta come up and make this higher, high. It's interesting. It look like go long on CrowdStrike, but it's difficult to do so. But I'm thinking go long on be bullish on CrowdStrike, y'all. Thinking be bullish on CrowdStrike. Think I want to be bullish on CrowdStrike, especially if we can build base above this monthly gap. So above 475, we build an uptrend above there. I'm definitely looking for us to go back up to the all-time high. I'm thinking bullish on it, but I'm gonna let it play out a little more. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla monthly is red. We got low, high. We got low, higher, high, but then we made a lower low. Weekly downtrend, okay. Weekly downtrend, low, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, high, lower, low, potentially lower, high, because we got a red. So if you want to keep the downtrend, it should be coming down here to 336. So stop should be at this high, okay? It should be a stops up here. Honestly, Tesla was, once it turned red, when did it give us a red daily counter? On Monday. Oh my. Then it closed red here. Oh, but they did have them earnings last. Okay, that's why I didn't trade it. Cause I was about to say, why the heck did I not take this Tesla trade? Cause the earnings, I was nervous. That what it was. I was nervous about the earnings. I was like, the earnings could show us all the way back up and make this uptrend keep going. But once the earnings didn't make the uptrend go, really all we need is one red daily counter. I'm thinking about taking shorts on Tesla. One red daily counter. I like shorts on Tesla. I like shorts on Tesla. One red daily counter. I like shorts on one red daily counter. This would be my target all the way down here. We do we got daily gaps? We got regular gap here. We bouncing in it right now. Other than that, I don't see no other gap. Might be somewhere over here to the left. Yeah, I don't see no other gap. Oh, I see right here. Let's mark that out real quick. Oh. Cause like I said, we bouncing at this gap right now, so I ain't really worried about this as long as I see a red counter. All right. Yeah, one red counter. I think I'm looking for shorts. Either one red counter or when it turn red and make that next lower low, I think I want a short. Okay. So it just depends. I'm gonna have to see. All right. And then we do got Microsoft this week, so let's check them out real quick. Let's delete all the drawings again. Let's look at the monthly. Monthly finna be green. We got low, high, lower, low, first green, or potentially the lower high, or you can lead us to the uptrend. We gotta see. I think go bullish just off this. Go bullish off this monthly. Is my thinking process, but the thing is, you is gonna get. Actually, is it a lower low, lower high? Hold up. What's this high? 552.24. Oh no, it is a downtrend. Okay. So now, like I was saying, you is going against the downtrend. That's the thing. So could ride the wave of potentially having a nice big pullback, or you can be like, you know what, I ain't gonna touch it until we make an uptrend. Cause like I said, one red monthly candle, I'm looking for it to come right back down to the lows. So probably just leave it alone for now. It's doing the pullback. I know that. I know for a fact it's doing the pullback. It's just how high the pullback gonna go. That's the thing. And you really don't want a counter trend trade, so you might just leave it alone till you get a red daily counter, a monthly counter, or till they make an uptrend. Weekly got an uptrend, so maybe you can trade it on the weekly for the longs, but high, low, higher, high. You need a pullback still. Still need some type of pullback. Yeah, that's next target high. I think I'm gonna leave Microsoft alone for now. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. I ain't too fond of it, at least as of right now. Let's see with Google, and then we're gonna call it a night, y'all. Google monthly for lower low, potentially for making higher high. Yeah, I ain't really fooling with this either. We're gonna have to wait till they click closer to earning, maybe it start revealing itself more. So we're gonna call it right here, y'all. We already got a long stream, probably like an hour or so long. Oh, 50 minutes. Okay. We're gonna go and call it. And yeah, y'all have a good one, man. Trade safe. We'll have our live stream tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Turn the notification bell on. And remember, we got the Discord, free Discord to join, man. So y'all jump in if y'all can. Y'all have a good one, your boy.